Clockers had a 17-yard run out of Moses Lima. That was their biggest offensive play of the first half by far. Kyle Daly and Michael Della Famiglia each had about 15 yards rushing. And Moses ended up with about 20. Medway had one big pass play to Alan Hodgkin for 25 yards, and they also had a 22-yard run or a 23-yard run by Tucci, number 33. What's his first name?
Jake.
Jake the Snake Tucci. And that was it for them. So it's been a real defensive battle. And no score, as befits a defensive battle.
Well, Tucci and Hodgson back deep to receive the kickoff.
Moses Lima's punting has been huge.
Yes, he had one enormous punt. With Dave Britton to kick it off. And he's been kicking line drives lately. Really hasn't gotten off that big a kickoff in a couple of games, but here we go. And same thing, it's going to be a line drive, but it's going to come up to one of the short guys. And he's going to be run.
Caught on the fly.
Out of bounds.
Is it number 12?
And I don't see number 12 in the program. That's part of the problem. But in any case, it'll be Medway 1st and 10 from the 31-yard line. So immediately showing back to throw, though. I was going to say it was showing a run, but back to throw is Chapin looking, and he's going to have to swallow it. And still on his feet, and now he's going to be gang tackled back at the 30. So after all that, he loses about a yard, and it'll be second down.
The Clockers just kept coming. And they kept missing Chapin.
He evaded about 5 guys, I think, but they just never run out of tacklers. And eventually he went down. I think he lost about a yard. It'll be 2nd and 11.
That's why you keep pursuing.
So Tucci is off the field. And from Medway, we have number 15 coming to the near side right. That was a pass play, just when I thought it was a running play, and Chapin is in the shotgun again. So maybe they've come out throwing, looking to throw, throws it out, and it's incomplete. Intended out there for Hodgson.
Correct me if I'm wrong, Paul. A grand total of 1 completion combined tonight.
That sounds right. I don't think Ashland has had one. And there has been an interception. Ashland was picked off once.
I mean, we haven't even seen a screen pass complete.
No.
Or even attempted.
And actually, that was a really long pass across the field, but Hodgson would barely have been 2 yards ahead of the line of scrimmage, I think, had he taken it in. And it fell incomplete. So it's 3rd down anyway, and 11 yards to go. And Chapin calling a long signal here. This is like go to the Oldsmobile and curl out.
He's got it written on his wrist, Paul. On
you
his
would
left
think.
Wrist. Yeah, see it?
Got the crib notes. He's got Claffey in there to block for him, I believe. Number 40, and a flag is thrown, and that'll be delay of game. That'll cost him 5.
You were right, Paul. Too long.
Too long.
Reading that play off his left wrist. In my day, we just drew it on the on the ground.
And actually, the field conditions being what they are, you could do that.
This is well suited for that old style.
Very well suited.
Play.
So we'll be looking at 3rd and 16 with 9:59 to go in the 3rd quarter in a scoreless Tri-Valley League game. Ashland against Medway.
Slane, Featherstone, and Shayhood, the front 3 for Ashland.
So DeJoy is to the near side right, Hodgson to the far side left, and Chapin to throw, throws it out, and it's picked. Della Famigna's got it. He's on his feet trying to turn it outside, and he's just tripped up as he gets to the 20-yard line. If not for an ankle tackle, I think he could have gone all the way. But it'll be Ashland ball 1st and 10. So the 2nd turnover by Medway here tonight, 1st interception by Ashland, sets them up yet again in good field position.
I think Tucci tripped him up. But he broke 2 tackles. A nice interception, but Paul,
Excellent.
that ball was right to him.
Right to him. There was nothing special about that pass. So we'll see what they do, as they're going to send Santaski to the far side right. But the handoff to Lima, I believe, and he's going to have about 5. So an effective play that was. Gutierrez, I guess. But anyway, 2nd down and 5 it'll be.
Sam Topliff, the senior, is the center tonight for Ashland.
So Santaski and Gutierrez now the wideouts. And the handoff.
It was Chris. He kept it.
He kept it. No handoff. And I think he got a couple. Do you think that's what he really wanted to do?
Yes.
Okay. But it'll be 3rd down.
And I don't blame him. Try anything.
Try something. Actually, no gain on the play. It'll be 3rd and 5. So once again, I would say 2-down territory, but I'm sure they really want something off this play. As everybody is pulled in, looks like a running formation, and they hand it off. This is Lima, and Lima, who you can't stop, basically. He's going to have about 3 or 4. Let's see where the spot is. It's going to be fairly close, I think, to the 1st down. Maybe not. Maybe barely a yard on the play. I beg your pardon, maybe 2. So let's say 4th and about 3. Long 3. Just cannot move somehow against the Medway line. They're going to try a field goal.
I wouldn't be shocked to see a fake here, Paul.
No, neither would I.
This is a long field goal.
Nope. Spot it. Kick. It's blocked again. It's blocked again. And it's been going to be covered now by Medway at about the 24-25 yard line. So it'll be Medway 1st and 10. So that's twice they've tried field goals. The first one was tipped, and this one was just plain blocked.
I didn't understand that call, Paul. That was only needed 2.5 for a 1st down there.
I thought a little more, but certainly
David,
not unattainable.
Yeah, not that David couldn't make it, but the first attempt was not close.
No.
And this one blocked easily, as he kicked right into the defense.
So back and forth we go. 7:41 to go, 3rd quarter. Still no score. Medway with the ball. They hand it off this time. And that is DeJoy, number 32, and he's going to be hauled down with minimal gain, if any, so it'll be 2nd down. So their bag of tricks is to sweep this way and that way, but they're not that effective either. Give them about a yard, maybe. So 2nd and 9. DeJoy goes out of the game. And we're going to see Hodgson now to the far side right, near side rather, and they're going to throw for him. They just launched it, and it was going to be overthrown anyway, but Della Famiglia got there and tipped it out of bounds.
What a night for Mike Della Famiglia.
Yeah, nice night for him.
Della Famiglia.
And again, no question where Chapin was going with that ball. No question. Looked straight at Hodgson.
Skied to break that up.
I don't think it would have been complete under any circumstances, but he sure did break it up. So 3rd and long, 3rd and 9. The line of scrimmage is around the 25-yard line. And again, they bring Hodgson to the near side right. And DeJoy to the far side left. Chapin is in the shotgun once again. Looks straight at DeJoy, throws it out there. This one's intercepted. It's Santaski. Santaski down the sideline inside the 20, and it'll be Ashland 1st and 10.
2nd interception for Ashland. The 1st for Derek Santaski tonight. Maybe the 1st ever for Derek. Clock is in business again at the 19.
So hope springs eternal. 1st and 10 in the red zone.
You are
Picking that up. I tell you.
Quick study.
I'm telling you, imitation is the sincerest form of flattery.
Thank you.
No problem. Moses Lima in the backfield behind Nealon. They pitch back to him. He has a head of steam up. He's going to try and turn the corner. He has some room, and he fumbles the ball out of bounds. Good place for it, but he's going to have about a 6-yard gain, I think, maybe 5, but it'll be 2nd down. Or was it all lateral? I guess it was now all lateral movement. 2nd down, it's going to be an 8. Ran a long way, but just ran out of bounds. But 2nd down and 8.
New player in for Ashland, 32, Paul. Who is that? Matt Henry.
Matt Henry.
A wide receiver and defensive back.
Henry has been in the game earlier because I have his name written down.
Do you think they're going to go to him?
I don't know, but he's in the slot. Gutierrez is out there on the right. Pacholi's in the game. And the throw complete by Nealon to Gutierrez. Touchdown!
Jose Gutierrez. First time they've thrown to him tonight, and he comes through. Nealon to Gutierrez, a 17-yard touchdown. Strike the Clockers, break the ice.
Nice pass and run, not to be denied. And Ashland finally breaks out on top in the game at 6-0 with 6:10 to go. And we wonder now if they will try the kick or go for the 2-point conversion. And I think they're going to go for the 2-point conversion. And timeout. Timeout is called by Medway.
Medway not ready to defend this conversion, which looms large.
I think so.
Low-scoring game. Cost Westwood a game against Ashland this year already. Clockers winning 7-6. And it hurt Ashland last week.
Hurt Ashland last week, exactly.
When Medfield converted that 2-point conversion after their 2nd touchdown, it opened up a 9-point lead, which meant the Clockers needed 2 scores. They haven't thrown to Karat at all tonight. Haven't really thrown much to anybody, but.
Well, let's see. Karat is to the far side right. Daly is in the backfield. Nealon keeps it, and he's got it.
2-point conversion.
So Nealon carries it in for the 2-point conversion, and Ashland has the lead 8-0. 8-0 with 6:10 to go here in the 3rd quarter.
Nice call by Coach DiGirolamo. That play worked beautifully. Chris took it in, bounced off one would-be tackler into the end zone, and Ashland has that nice 8-0 lead. 6:10 to go, 3rd period action. Medway and Ashland. Clockers trying to climb into contention in the early going in the Tri-Valley League standings. Medway trying to get their first Tri-Valley League win. Clockers 1-1 in the league. Medway 0-2.
So here's Britton's kickoff, and again he squibs it along the ground, and it's touched. It's going to be picked up. This is someone new. Hodgson was not back. That was Tucci. Okay, Tucci flopped on it. So Tucci was a deep back on the kickoff, along with number 27, I believe, Sean Newell, who had a clean jersey. That's why he stood out in the crowd, frankly. But Hodgson was not out for the kickoff. In any event, it's Medway 1st and 10 from their own 21-yard line. And now they trail. But Hodgson is back in to the far side left. Chapin calling signals, hands it off, and that was DeJoy, number 32, and he's going to have a pickup of about 4 or 5 on the sweep. It'll be 2nd down. 2nd down and 6 coming up. So Medway now needing a score. And again, they show the wideout on the left side. And again, they hand it off. And I think that was Claffey, and there's a flag thrown in. Don't know why. Didn't see a face mask. He was upended.
It's against Medway.
That'll be a hold probably if it's against Medway. So it's holding against Medway, and that will be accepted. That'll be a 10-yard walk-off from the spot. So that's going to back it up.
Things starting to go Ashland's way.
They are indeed.
They lead 8-0.
That's going to put the ball back inside the 20 at about, what, the 17?
15.
Yeah, about the 17-yard line. So it'll be second down and about 14 to go. Second and about 14. They bring DeJoy to the near side right. Chapin stepping up, has some room, still wants to throw, throws it out, and it's going to be incomplete. Threw it into traffic out in front of his own bench. That was Hodgson, his favorite target, but they just can't find him, and he's getting doubled. I know that they're looking for him.
Every play, so why wouldn't you double him?
Sure. So it'll be 3rd and 14.
Kevin Chapin showing a reluctance to run with the ball there.
Yeah, he had some daylight. He could have picked up some yards, but instead he stopped and threw. He might conceivably, I think, have picked up the penalty yardage, gotten that back. I mean, before the hole closed up, but he just didn't do it.
He had something he could have run for.
Anyway, Chapin over center, takes the snap, and screen pass as it's complete out there. And it's going to carry for about 10 yards.
Pat Cuff,
number 5, Pat Cuff.
Nice play.
Picks up about, I'm going to say picked up about 9, but it'll still be 4th and 5. Got back most of the penalty. 4th and 5 coming up.
That was a good call.
Yeah.
A big kid caught it. Cuff, a good-sized player. Broke a tackle, made a move.
All right, Chapin to kick it again. And this could be another adventure. High snap, but he handles it. Oh, gets off a good-looking kick this time. And it's going to come down, and it's buffed. It's muffed by Della Famiglia, but he picks it up, and he's finally hammered down there. And it's going to be around the 47-yard line. And that could have been disaster.
Got sandwiched, Paul. They were hitting him from both sides. Like
it was
a bobblehead doll.
Ted Davenport who really whacked him.
So it ends up pretty good for Ashland.
No, but again, I mean, you know, he muffed the ball, but he got to it. He probably should have just dropped on it. But instead he tried to pick it up and run, but...
well, it jumped ahead of him. It jumped out in front of him.
But all's well, it ends well. So Ashland 1st and 10. And the handoff is to Moses Lima, and he's going to have about 5. So we're inside 4 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter, and what would really work for Ashland right now would be a time-consuming kind of a drive.
You know, like about 14 minutes and 48
just about. That would be
seconds.
perfect.
3 yards at a time.
Take time off the clock. Matt Henry in the game at a wideout on the right side. And it's kneeling, and he's going to be sacked.
Did he see the pressure? Did he sense it?
He sensed it at the end, but it didn't do him any good. Let's see who it was. It was number 76. And that is Tom Stevens. Tom Stevens, relentless in his pursuit. So that's a loss. Back to the 42-yard line, so it'll be 3rd down and about 14 to go.
Bad second down. Loss for Ashland. They're in a big hole now.
So Nealon drops the snap, and looks like he fell on it, but it'll be 4th down.
2 bad plays in a row. Chris Nealon taking the brunt of both.
So much for taking time off the clock. So a punting situation.
Moses will be called upon once again to make a big play right here.
So Hodgson and Tucci back there once again. Lima needs a big kick. He had a huge kick earlier in the game. Good snap, handles it, no pressure. Gets it out of there. It's going to be more of a line drive. And I don't think it was touched, but it goes over Hodgson's head, and it's going to roll dead right around the 5. So a very effective kick again by Moses Lima. Backs Medway way up around the 5-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 with 1:58 to go here in the 3rd quarter.
Couldn't worked out any better.
No.
Short line drive bounced just in front of the returners and over their heads.
Well, Hodgson half put a hand up. I couldn't believe, but then at the very last minute, he did not touch it, which was clearly the wise thing to do.
Clocker seemed to know it wasn't touched either.
Yeah, they knew. And the officials also never indicated it was touched. They were right on the play. So they're going to stay on the ground. Line of scrimmage actually was the 6. And that was Iarusi, I think Ty Iarusi on the carry. So it'll be 2nd down and 8, 2-yard pickup.
So this is actually a good opportunity for Medway to establish some confidence in their ground game, Paul. It's not a place you want to be passing.
No.
If you can get a 1st down or 2 here on the ground, it might give them some confidence that they can move the ball against Ashland on the ground instead of just trying to throw to Hodgkin on every series on 3rd down.
But Chapin is out of the shotgun. And they just throw it out there, and it deflected incomplete. Piccoli was there, Della Famiglia,
Coach didn't see the opportunity that I saw.
No, I guess not.
Wanted to go back to that.
When we have a player down, Ashland's player.
Constricted passing attack.
Slow getting up.
It's Iron Mike Shayhood coming off gingerly.
But again, that was a pass virtually into triple coverage.
Yeah, I mean.
He threw it into a zone defense, it looked like, and there was nobody there but blue shirts that I could see. He wanted Hodgson, but...
you know what? You got 3 yards on